All right, guys, let's talk about Soundhound. We got a nice bounce today off of support down here at 478. Of course, I didn't buy in. I'm not the kind of guy that's just going to jump in. I want to see if this is going to start breaking this downtrend, as you can see very clearly in a downtrend channel. We need to break out of this first. Yes, it's a nice little pop to the upside, but if it gets rejected up here at the top of this trend line, we're going to get pushed back down. So I'm not going to chase this, right? Why would I chase this? The best time to buy was at support. But I'm a little more, what's the word I'm looking for? Conservative. I'm a little more conservative. I can wait. I can be patient. It's not going to run away from me. It's not going to suddenly go kaboom to $10. It's not. It would take a major catalyst for that to happen. We've seen this before. It takes a while for things to finally get moving. So I'm going to keep a close eye on this to see if it breaks out of this channel first. After that, then we can turn. I will turn bullish after that. But you can't be bullish when it's in a channel like this. That's not how it works. You can't look at a downtrend channel, even if it's a short-term downtrend channel, and go, "Wow, that's really bullish." Let me show you GameStop's monthly chart here. You notice anything about GameStop's monthly chart? Yeah, a lot of people would tell you this stock is bullish. But then you look at the monthly chart and you're like, there's nothing bullish about a stock that's creating lower highs and lower lows. This is not there's nothing bullish about it until it breaks out of it. But so anyone who bought GME and continues to accumulate it is just holding a bigger bag as it goes lower, of course. And we don't want to fall into that trap. So we're smarter than that. We're gonna wait. We're gonna be patient. I'm watching to see if it breaks out today out of this channel. That's my game plan. Now that I've told you my game plan, let's go over some things that were mentioned in the earnings call, things that I think are very important to pay attention to. At Soundhound, we made two important predictions for the future of AI. The first is that AI customer service will be as necessary for every business as Wi-Fi and electricity. Now, how do we communicate with these devices, right? Second is that speaking will become the primary way we interact with the devices around us. How do we even communicate? How do we communicate? We talk, we speak to one another. So that makes sense if you think about it. If the world's going to be filled with AI, there's got to be some way we communicate with it. And that's going to be through language. So I think they're looking ahead, and I'm looking ahead, and I think this is going to be worth way more than where it's at right now. $6, $7, $8, that's going to look cheap in the future. But for now, let's continue reading this. We believe voice and conversation is the most natural way to interact with technology. And fortunately for product creators, they can bring their products to life by simply adding a tiny, inexpensive microphone. These predictions are the foundation of our three-pillar business strategy. I mean, if you really think about it, back in the caveman times, way back in caveman times, I don't even know if caveman times were real, but I'm pretty sure they are. But back in the caveman times, there's always that little short animation of cavemen just going. They're communicating in their own way, right? And they understand each other through not just through their gestures, but also through that. But eventually, we what's the word I'm looking for? Evolution. Eventually, we got to the point where we are now. We are able to communicate through the use of language. I can talk in English to you and you understand. You talk to me in English, I understand. And Spanish, French, Latin, Japanese, you name it. Now there's like a ton of languages and everyone can communicate with one another in their respective language, whether you understand them or not. That's a whole nother thing. But it does make sense if you think about it. This is where we got to over the course. We're no longer looking at each other and going like imagine if I read this whole article just like that, like a caveman. Like you would be like, I don't know what you just said, but yeah, but that makes sense. Hopefully, you get what I'm trying to say. Like it makes sense. This is going to be the next step here. Then this is going to be the next big thing. I'm a big proponent of AI. Like I've been telling people since 20 years ago, like AI is going to be a thing, and people would look at me like I'm crazy. Like, yeah, there will be robots walking around. I believe that. They're already security robots just on their hind legs, those robot dogs or those robots that are on wheels. Like this is gonna be the future, guys, and it all starts with what speaking, communicating, language, and guess who's front row and ready for all that? Soundhound AI. And that's it for the video. I don't think there's much else to be said. There was another part here. There's a lot here. If you want to check this out, I'll leave a link in the description below if you want to read in depth. But that's really the big takeaway, right? And they also have they signed a deal with a large automaker. So we'll see when they communicate with us in regards to that big deal that goes through 2037, I believe. Let me see if I can find it. Here it just talks about how restaurants are making use of their technology, which, again, it makes absolute sense. Why wouldn't you? I feel sorry for the people that are gonna get replaced, but yeah, where is it? We just signed an extended deal until 2020, yeah, 2037. It's one of the largest automakers. That's a lot of commitment for a very long time. So it's just a lot of trust. So there's a lot. Don't sleep on this. I get it right now. It's not going kaboom, but best thing you can do if you're a long term holder, I think buy and hold. Seriously, not a like probably one of the greatest strategies right here with Soundhound. Buy and just hold. Do that with Nvidia. Do that with Soundhound, and I think you're good. And we can come back to this video in the future, and we can be like, "Holy crap! I made a lot of money off of Soundhound just buying it and holding it." If you're looking to swing trade it like I do, Uh, I'm a little more conservative. I'll wait for this small downtrend to break, and then I'll turn bullish. And I'll alert when I buy in, of course. Other than that, that is it for this video. Expect a lot from Soundhound AI. Like as time goes by, AI is going nowhere. In fact, it's here and it's here to stay already, and it's only going to get better. Just like the internet got better, just like cell phones got better, etc., etc. That's just how it is with technology, isn't it? Things get better over time. Um, so don't sleep on it. I'm a big fan of Soundhound AI. If you are too, like and subscribe for more, and I will see you guys in the next one.